In this week's 5-minute masterclass, I want to share with you 5 tips in order to get your statement right. Writing statements is something that you may only do once or twice, depending on your role. If you're a safeguarding officer, then you may be writing them all the time, so you may be a master at this. If you're a GP, then maybe you're doing quite a few over the course of a year. For many of you working in child protection, they're the sorts of documents that you'll be asked to write at some point, but it may take some time for you to get there, and when you're asked to do them, they can be quite daunting, and you may not really know what needs to go in them. Now, there are an awful lot of rules about court statements, so I don't want to go into those because we've only got 5 minutes, but I want to share some basics with you, and these 5 points, if you remember these, you won't go far wrong in terms of getting your statement right for whomever you are writing it for. So the first thing is, make sure it's on headed paper. If you're writing this as a safeguarding officer of a nursery setting or a GP or a sports coach, and you're writing it as a professional who works with that child or using your records from your profession, then use headed paper. It's official, it tells everybody how they can contact you, and it confirms from where that statement is coming. So that's the first thing, use headed paper. The second thing is say who you are. Give your name. There are so many statements and reports that I see when they come across my desk when I'm dealing with court work or dealing with referrals that just don't say who the person is that's written the report. So put your name on it, say who you are. The third thing is say what your qualifications are. If you're writing this as a professional, say you're writing it as a professional, say what your qualifications are. You don't have to do list after list of them. You don't have to do any more than I am X and I work for X as the safeguarding officer. Or I am the family's general practitioner, or I am the sports coach for this particular child. It's not particularly complicated, but it's one of those things that just says to everybody who you are and why you are writing this, in what capacity you are writing this. So, first 3 things, quick recap. Put it on headed paper, make it official. Say who you are, tell me what your name is, and say what your qualifications are and in what capacity you're writing this, okay? The 4th thing is the content of your report and your statement. If you're writing it as a professional, then stick to the facts unless you've been asked otherwise. Again, there are a wealth of rules about this, so I don't really want to go into them. But generally speaking, stick to the facts. If you've been asked for opinions, give it. But the chances are, if you work in as a safeguarding officer or as a sports coach or GP, you're just being asked for the facts. Usually things like, does the child turn up on time, for example? Are they well presented? Are they punctual? What's parents' presentation like? Are they engaging? Are they, do parents work with you? That sort of thing. Again, if it's for a court report, you'll be given more information about what is needed. But unless you've been specifically asked for your opinion, don't give it. It'll get you into so much trouble. Don't go there. Just stick with the facts. And finally, sign it and date it. It's a really easy thing, but you will not believe the number of people that just don't sign it or date it. So when it comes across my desk or it goes to another professional's desk, it's not signed and they've no idea when this statement was written. So, 5 things to remember when you're next asked to write a statement or a report for any other third party are: make it official, put it on headed paper, say who you are, tell them your name. 3, Say what your qualifications are. Say in what capacity you're writing this. Are you the safeguarding officer? Are you the head? Are you the sports coach? Are you the GP? Fourthly, be factual. And fifth, sign it and date it. Okay? Until next week, thank you very much.